What is good, YouTube? What is good, YouTube? Welcome in those who are tuning in once again to the show, LastWord Productions. We got Breeze coming up. Welcome in, my boy. How you feeling?
What's good, brother? What's good? How y'all doing?
Good, man. So let me go ahead and excuse me. We got Gino here too. What's up, bro?
Man, chilling. Y'all good?
Chilling. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir.
So before we get into the topics, man, I want to say this. Hey, man, if you're not doing so already, go ahead, hit like, subscribe on the channel, hit that bell notification, be notified whenever we do go live. And say this. Within this next coming couple weeks, I will be starting to host 2 shows per week. They will be on Wednesday and Thursday, so more content, more videos. Y'all want to check those things out for sure. We're gonna be here, same topics, NFL, NBA, gonna throw in some other sports, collegiate level at some point. But we're gonna continue this rodeo as it goes right now. But with all that being said, we got Mike here too. What's up, bro?
What's the word, fellas?
With all that being said, though, hello, hey,
There we go.
are you good, bro?
Yeah.
All right. So with all that being said, man, let me go ahead and ready to topics. So before we basketball, I do want to give a quick update so far for the Thursday night game. Scores 0-0. The Falcons and the Buccaneers are playing. Falcons did just punt the ball back to the Buccaneers. We'll see if the Bucs can do anything with the ball. But let's get into some basketball, man. I want to speak on the OKC Thunder in particular. They're off to a 24-1 start. That's tied for the best to win 73 games, as we all know. This is a team that seems to be primed to end of the NBA. So my question for y'all is, I'm gonna start with you, Gino. What are your thoughts on OKC? Like, what exactly do you think their heights they can reach in terms of if they can pan out and become the team we think they can be? Because we all know they got the pick still from the Clippers. They got the Jazz pick. They could potentially have 2 top 10 picks, one of them being a lottery pick. And we know that they already have the league's MVP. They got one of the better 2 options in the league, J-Dub. So it's like, how high can this really go for them, like in terms of all-time talks? Not even just today, but just all time.
Man, I think bare minimum, just right now, not seeing anybody that I feel like can challenge them. In my opinion, man, I can see them doing a three-peat, and I can see them positioning themselves to at least have that conversation with LA, Chicago, in terms of just one singular three-peat. Because man, when I just look at it, man, I really just don't see a team that outside of maybe LA, if LeBron and them can find themselves all the way. But man, like right now, and again, I hate to do this because we kind of not saying we, but a lot of people did this with Denver, where Denver was supposed to get 2, get 3, get 4. But man, just off the top of my head, looking at OKC with them being young, the assets they have, man, I can see them getting a three-peat, man, and at least putting themselves in the conversation of one of the best three-peats all time.
Right. And the thing is, people don't realize, man, none of these guys are even older than 28 years old. I mean, that core play. You talking about Chad, J-Dub, SGA. I know they got the other Jalen Williams there. They got guys like Alex Caruso there, who's a savvy veteran at this point, but still one of the better 3-and-D, you feel me, plays in the league. Hartenstein has been getting them good minutes. So it's a lot to like about the team, and that's on top of the fact that they have draft capital to go out and add to that. Whether they want to draft players or whether they want to go out and get another proven star, they can do it. So it's a lot that is there to be desired for sure. But what's your thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, it's on me?
I had had said, Mike, I don't know. Mike, you hear me?
Look, he froze.
Oh yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, Mike. Mike, you there?
Yeah,
I,
bro, super froze.
yeah.
Yeah, bro, froze. But
Fortnite.
I, I'll take it
Mike,
then.
yeah,
Honestly, with the Thunder, like Gino said, I do think they're positioned to make a deep all time run. Um, I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't like to be pessimistic, but I see it happens with a lot of teams that have like a star duo. It always comes up with that how do you say it? With the who carries the most weight, or what can one player be without the next player. Like, for example, my Celtics, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. You see how they've been saying, oh well, Jaylen Brown is only a product of Tatum, or Tatum and this, and like like what would that be moving forward with the Thunder? Is Jalen Williams gonna, eventually think he's a Batman, or is he gonna be cool with being a Robin? Will there ever be a clash, a butting heads or thing? I think like the only thing they will have to worry about as far as not reaching their potential is probably internal chemistry. Because like I said, when you do actually win one, or you're one dominant player on the team, and you start to get all the accolades, like Shea gets the MVPs and the 30-point games, regarded as the best player. Is J Dub gonna be? I mean, Jaden Williams, is he gonna be cool with being that Robin for as long as he's there? Is he ever gonna think, okay, you know what, I can lead, I can do this, I can be better than Shea. I think I can. Like, is that ever gonna be a point between the two of them? If it isn't, then sky's the limit for them, honestly. But like I said, I'm a Celtics fan. I seen it happen where people were like, yo, we should break up the duo Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, because it seemed like it was a clash between the two of who wants to be Batman, who wants to be Robin. But the Thunder's main thing is everyone knows their role. So as far as everyone knows their role and they stick around and execute in their roles, then they'll be fine. But I think that's the only thing that can stop them from being like all-time great. Just that if Jalen Williams is going to be cool with just being a Batman, I mean, being a Robin for his career. That's the only thing that's going to stop them, honestly.
Okay. You hear Mike? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
So I would say they can. I would say more so than what Bree said as far as like Jalen Williams. I would just say Chet's health might be a bigger factor in that versus Jalen Williams feeling like I want to be the man, I want to be the guy. Because he's already had a Liz Frank injury. He missed his entire rookie year, his real rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
And then even last year, I think he missed some games last year. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think he
Yeah.
missed a few
Yeah.
last year as well. So, like, they were one of the teams we talked about when we talked about Giannis, like having the assets to go get a Giannis, or whatever the case is. But now, looking at that, I don't even know if you necessarily need to do that with the depth they have. Everybody already knowing their role. Because then, realistically speaking, if I'm Milwaukee and you want Giannis, that's cool. I'm gonna need more than just picks though. Like I need a cornerstone piece. So that might cost you a Chet, that might cost you a J Dub, which they probably wouldn't be willing to part with, obviously. But you have to go with somebody because the salaries will have to match. So I think if they stay healthy, ain't nothing really. Shea don't really have an injury history like that, so ain't nothing really gonna slow him down. I think they probably could do it, and they play both sides of the floor. Like the one things that went kind of like unspoken, even with that Warriors team that went 73-9, was like they were like a top three defensive team in the league. Like everybody was looking at the scoring output Steph was putting out, what Clay was doing, and all of that. But realistically speaking, they were suffocating teams on the other end as well. And these guys are younger than they were at that time, I think, or just around that same age. So they potentially could do the same thing. I don't see nobody in the West even having the possibility of stopping them other than, like Gino said, maybe the Lakers. And that's only if AR can play at the level he started this season with for the whole year, leading even through the playoffs, then maybe.
Yeah, and then
Maybe.
not just the West. Not to cut you off, Mike. Not just the West. I mean, it's nobody in the East right now either.
Yeah, no, the East for sure, no.
You know,
But I'm more so focused on the West 'cause I feel like whoever come out the West will probably win it all. I don't trust the Knicks. even with Jaylen Brown playing like he is, he's eventually in the playoffs. Other players that aren't used to stepping up will have to step up, and I think that'll cost them even if they get to like the conference finals with the Celtics, whatever. So it really would just come down to like Denver or the Lakers in the West, and I think the Lakers will have a better shot than Denver at this present moment, just based off what we've seen so far this year. So yeah, man, I really don't unless something crazy happens. Like I know that incoming rookie class next year is gonna be insane. So unless you get a couple teams that make some wild trades and end up with another top 5 pick or something we didn't see coming, ain't really nobody that's gonna be getting their way, bro. It's hard. Them boys they built perfectly, and the fact that they finally did finish the job and win it makes it even sweeter, and it makes all that longevity that Sam Presti had built up over the years worth it. So
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I look at the Thunder, the Lakers are as constructed. The Lakers do have the best team to beat them. I'm gonna tell y'all why. I don't know if y'all familiar with basketball defense and stuff like that, but the Thunder they run a lot of 1-3-1, and the best
mhm.
way to get out of a 1-3-1 is you need a playmaker on the wing,
Mm-mm.
preferably free throw line, high post, and you need shooters to spread out. Now the Lakers can put Luka on that wing, but you need Rui Hachimura to knock down shots. He's been up and down. You need AR to knock down shots. You need LeBron to knock down shots, and you got to swing the ball. Now the Lakers can swing the ball, but the Lakers are up and down with shooting, and they blow leads. If you can swing the ball in a zone, you can completely break the zone. And the last team that I saw them actually do that was the Phoenix Suns the last time they played. Not this game where they lost by like 1,000, but it was like I think maybe a month ago. And they beat the Suns by 4. The Suns like they completely like neutralized that 1-3-1 zone. If y'all ever want to look at film, like go look at that game and you'll see like that 1-3-1 zone can easily get broken down if you have shooters and you have a playmaker who can swing the ball and actually ISO. So as far as that, because the Suns don't got Booker right now, so as currently constructed, yeah, the Lakers look like the only ones that can actually do something with them, bro. No lie.
Okay. Well, if that is the case, SGA is going to enter a lot of conversations I don't think people are ready for him to enter. And it's going to be a lot of talks entering the top 10 to possibly even a top 5 range in terms of an all-time shooting guard. So it's going to be a lot of people that are going to be putting him in a lot of conversations that, like I said, I don't think a lot of people are ready for, if I'm being frank with you. But let's move off into the next basketball topic, man. I want to speak on the Anthony trade rumors. As we all know, it's that time of year. A lot of speculation about guys being moved. A lot of guys are made available, or they seem to have been made available. And AD is one of the premier players that is being made available on the market. Some teams that have shown interest that, from what I've seen, what I've read, have been the Pistons, the Warriors, and the Spurs as the top 3 teams that I've seen. So, Gino, I know you the Pistons fan, man. So I'm gonna ask you, like, do you feel that Anthony Davis is cool for y'all? Is it to add? Right now, currently, I sit number 1 in the East, and y'all have a lot of young talent. You know, it's not a true veteran presence there in terms of what a veteran leader who is used to or have seen winning. So do
Mm-mm.
you believe that will be a good move for you all?
Man, see, the problem with Anthony Davis is always, man, can he stay healthy? If you tell me Anthony Davis is staying healthy, I can let go of anybody, but obviously Cade. And I still want to hold on to Jalen Duren, which probably would be hard in that type of trade conversation to have a kind of a twin tower effect. But my biggest fear, man, like even when Piston fans was talking about bringing in Joel Embiid and getting him from the 76ers, like my biggest concern, man, with both of these guys, man, is just can they stay healthy? If you tell me Anthony Davis can stay healthy, man, I'm willing to come off anything but Cade, anything but Azar. Those two people, I want my best defender and I want my best offensive weapon or best player overall. I'm cool, but can he stay healthy? And since that can't be a guarantee, I kind of take a step back. Like, man, I don't think we beat OKC anyway with him. So I'd rather just continue with what we have now, and if something else better opens up, or if you tell me that we can get Anthony Davis just straight picks, no players lost, I'm cool losing picks. But if I had to lose Jalen Duren and then he gets hurt, and it's like, dang, I don't lost Jalen Duren for nothing. Or if I had to lose Ivy, I like Ivy. I know a lot of people don't like Ivy. I had to lose Ivy and then Anthony Davis get hurt. It's like I lost him for nothing. But if you tell me we can just draw up some picks, some players that I never had anyway, I don't mind doing that. And that would kind of, for me, that would be the cost of the fact that he get injured so much. But if he don't get injured, hey, I'm cool with however that rock out.
Okay. Who got you think would be the best destination for AD if he is moved?
Mm.
Hmm.
Give me those teams again. Tavares, us.
It was y'all, the Spurs, and the Warriors.
Man, him and Wemby be.
Would be
How
would
you?
be a goddamn
Yeah,
emergency room.
you would never emergency room.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Same thing with Wemby. Have y'all ever seen Wemby when he was a kid? Like they showed a picture when he was like 8 years old. His shoes was like, bro, like his feet, like, bro, he's just so much of a like. I don't know how to explain
Yeah,
it, bro. Like,
alien for real. That's why
yeah,
that's his
like
logo.
people who grow like that, they're always gonna have injury problems, bro. Because the human body isn't naturally designed to be in those type of, I don't know, bro. Like same thing with Zion, bro. To be jumping that high and to have that weight on you, coming down like as you're like ascending and descending, your weight is like almost 3 times the amount is going up. So you're putting all that stress on your joints and everything. Wemby, he's slim and he's slender, but of course people are boxing out, bumping into him. He's fragile in a sense. He's not like a Giannis, somebody who put on muscle, put on mass. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
He's fragile. So you bump into him, you hit him. I'm not saying he's clumsy, but you can see him being so tall, he's not the most coordinated. So when he's ascending and descending from rebounds and everything, that's how the ankles happen. That's how the strains happen, the calf pulls and all that. Like, bro, he's literally a freak, a specimen. Same thing with AD. AD in high school, I think he shot up like what? He almost grew like a foot.
It was 8 inches over the summer.
Yeah,
Was it
bro. Like, bro. Of course, in idea, you'll think, okay, I got Hakeem Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson, but Ralph Sampson's the same thing as Wemby, bro. He was Wemby before Wemby, and the injuries killed him, bro. Now, what do you give up? What do you give up to get AD from San Antonio? You gonna give up Castle?
I mean, they got a plethora of young wings, or not even wings, I should say. They got a plethora
Yeah,
of young.
players.
But what do you give up though?
I
Because
mean,
if I'm the Mavs, I need something to build around with Cooper Flag.
Yes, that's a problem for me. I don't want to give up any players if I can't guarantee
Because
we gonna
if
get
I'm
better.
getting rid of AD, I'm damn sure getting rid of Klay Thompson. I'm getting all these old guys up out of here. So I need young players and I need draft picks. So are you going to give up Castle? No. You're going to want to keep Fox. I don't want Harrison Barnes. He was already a Mav. So you got to part with probably Keldon Johnson, Dylan Harper, or Stephon Castle.
But do you think these teams even want to do that though, Breezo? Knowing that
That's
he can't stay healthy. Like if I'm the Pistons, I'm the Spurs. I give up picks all day. But some of these players not knowing that, like if you get injured, hey, I just lost. And then if that player I give you ends up being good, and I could have still had him, well, I don't lost that player for nothing. Like I just don't know what team would give up a real deal player with real deal potential. I think they might get some young dudes just for the sake of having young dudes.
I mean,
But
Stephon Castle, he's a sophomore. This is sophomore year. So you giving up young players, but he looks to be a really good player in the future. Like he's balling.
yeah, I'm not giving him a really good player. That's just me because I just feel like man, I can't even be promised his health. I give up
But
picks
then why
all
are we
day.
interested in the first place?
I mean, I get it, man. It makes sense, but at the end of the day, it depends. I think it depends on how close the thing thinks they are. Like if you think Anthony Davis could come in and be the player that can kind of close that gap and bridge between you and someone like, let's say in the East for the Detroit. Let's say Anthony Davis is what Detroit feel is going to put them in that next echelon of talent in terms of teams, not just in the East, but in the league, period. I don't think, from that perspective, I don't think it's a bad move because you're getting, at the end of the day, I know the injuries are the injuries. There's no denying it. But at the end of the day, we know when Anthony Davis is right, he's probably the best defender in the league at his best. And he's one of the better rim protectors in the league. And that's on top of him giving you 28 on the other end. So it's like you have to factor those things in when we're talking about an all-time great player because he's one of the best games ever seen.
Not to cut. Go ahead, Tavares.
Nah, you good. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, not to cut you off with the Detroit thing. I would say for the GM with the Lions, with Detroit already being angry at Brad Holmes for bringing in injured players, it just better pay off. Because if it doesn't pay off, with the fan base already feeling angry about the Lions, feeling angry about the Tigers, and people getting injured there, and you become the third GM that do it, and it doesn't pay off, it has to pay off. And payoff doesn't mean win a championship. Payoff can mean get to the championship. Payoff can mean beat your rival, the Celtics, if they 100% healthy. But I don't want to say it has to be a championship. I would just say specifically for Detroit and that GM, the way people feel in Detroit about Brad Holmes and the Tigers GM bringing in injured players and it's not working out, man, you just better win, man. And win can just be beat the Celtics if the Celtics are 100. No offense, Breezo, but you know Detroit and Boston are rivals. So if Boston
is healthy, we ain't worried about y'all, man.
Beat Boston.
We ain't worried about y'all.
But I'm gonna let you go ahead, Mike, because I said enough on Detroit part.
We ain't worried about the Pistons, man.
The Pistons
so like my thing with
hold on, Mike. See what you said?
The Pistons look good.
Against who?
Hey man, play on your schedule.
All right. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead. I just had to make sure.
Can't give you what? Damn near 20, 25 and 10 a night.
He could do that. Yeah. They ain't beating us.
Yeah, man.
I'm not saying they beating the Celtics. I'm just saying they look good. Like,
I'm not saying they not either. Anyway, the point is, if you trade for Anthony Davis, you already know the injury history, so you got to throw that out to a degree. What I mean by throw it out is they can't be your parameter for making the trade. Otherwise, why are you interested in him in the first place? You know, his history is his history. When he's healthy, we know what he is. When he's hurt, we know what he is. This year specifically, I personally have been giving Anthony Davis a break. Bruh got his eye socket blown to smithereens. No bullshit. And so you spend your summer doing that, you getting retinal surgery and all kind of other shit. I personally think just from a logical standpoint, his percentages are down. He's not shooting the ball as well as depth perception is fucked up. Personally, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor. That's just my common sense point of view on that. So I don't think that he's a less player than he was. Obviously, if you're recovering and you getting facial constructive surgery and all kind of other shit, you're not working on your game over the summer. So he came in out of shape, which leads to you being more injury prone to start the season with. Versus when he was with Braun, with the exception of that first 2 years, in the last 2 years, he was relatively healthy, played pretty much all year, about 60, 70 games, whatever the case was, and was dominant. And so I think that if you're trading for him, you know what you're going to get. Like T said, realistically speaking, when Anthony Davis is healthy, he's probably, if not the best, top 2 or 3 power forward in the league. Like, just realistically speaking, from what we've seen him do in the playoffs, production-wise, even when he was back with New Orleans, like beating that that upset against the Blazers team, beating that team when they was like the 8th seed or whatever the case is, all kind of stuff. Like he's performed when it's mattered most. He's an excellent rim protector. He can shoot. He's got excellent touch from the line, from the free throw line, from mid range 3-pointer. He can hit the three. I mean, he can guard on the perimeter. He can guard in the post. Obviously, he's still athletic enough to catch lobs and be a rim runner for Cade if he was to go there. My thing, if I'm him though, and I know y'all trying to trade me real shit, I would just have them buy me out. And I would do that from the perspective of the fact that if I'm Anthony Davis, I'm at this point, I'm using whatever leverage I got left, and I'm just letting it be known. Wherever y'all trade me, I'm not going to play for him. Point blank. I done made enough money, I'm not hurting for funds, so it ain't about the money. Wherever y'all send me, I'm not going. So y'all can buy me out. We can do this the easy way. If you want to do 50 cents on the dollar at this point, I don't really give a fuck. That's cool too. And if I'm him, I'm going back to LA on a vet minimum if I can get back to LA, or I'm trying to go somewhere in the East, whether it's Detroit, like Gino said, I would give it up picks, or realistically speaking, he could go to the Knicks for real, because Mitchell Robinson ain't the healthiest center on the fucking planet his damn self. You put him next to Cat and in the front court with Jalen Brunson and OG on the wing and Mikal Bridges on the wing out there too. Now you got something going. Cause then he don't have to carry that load. You can alternate him and Cat. You can have them both on the floor at the same time to close games because Cat can shoot, so they're not gonna be congested in the paint. They both can shoot at all three levels and score at all three levels, so they're not gonna be in each other's way in that perspective or something like that. But other than that, I mean, if you the Spurs, you have to give up Castle or what's the other buddy name?
Dylan Harper.
Not Dylan Harper.
Keldon
The
Johnson,
other,
the Fox.
not Keldon Johnson. Other dude. What is the dude name? I
De'Aaron
always
Fox.
forget his name. Nah, hell, they just pay him. He not going nowhere. It's the other wing. It's Castle and it's
Vassell.
yes, thank you.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to
it.
give up Castle, Vassell, or Harper, or two out of the three. If you're Detroit, you're gonna have to probably give up Jalen Durant. And realistically, if I'm Dallas, I'm asking you for Thompson first before anything else because I'm thinking about what I need on my side. So if I put Thompson with Cooper Flag, what does that look like for me? If I put Jalen Durant with Cooper Flag, that's not really doing shit for me. So I need, and it's no diss to Jalen Durant, dude can hoop, but I would rather have the Thompson twin because now I got two-way wing players. And we all know majority of the time that's been the formula. Like even though Shea is a shooting guard, because of his height and length, he is a wing player, just like J Dub's a wing player. He was a guard. They're taller, they're longer extremities. They can defend, they can do all of that. So the two-way wing is the prototypical player. That's why everybody loved Paul George so much and Kawhi so much because that's what their archetypes were. So if I can pull that off, I'd rather do that with picks. If it's the Warriors, you really ain't got shit to give up. I don't want Pajemski. I don't want nothing you got to offer me. So you don't have shit to offer me. The only way he really gets to the Warriors is if it's a buyout. I don't want to go there. If I'm gonna get bought out, I'm gonna just go back to play with Bron, and it's gonna be me, Bron, Luke, and AR, and then it's really fuck the rest of y'all. And let's see what happens.
I ain't gonna lie. All that shit sound good, but you gotta remember this nigga is brittle.
I
Them,
understand.
them demands
I
right
just
there,
understand
those
that. I just
demands right
explained it
there.
though.
You gotta be healthy. You gotta be 28 and 12. You gotta be balling and say, you know what, I ain't
But you
playing.
don't.
You gotta be there, dude.
You
I'm
can
sorry.
use this entire regular season to get yourself back in shape where you need to be for the playoff push. That's what it really matters at this point. The Lakers are gonna make the playoffs without him. The Knicks are gonna make the playoffs without him. All the teams we're talking about that he could go to could potentially make the playoffs without making a trade for him at all. So that's why I would go to buyout route from him because then I'm gonna go where I want to fucking go. I can use the regular season to get in shape. I don't have to play every night immediately. I can take my time. We ain't even hit Christmas yet, and niggas already talking about we finna trade AD. We a month. The season started in October. We a month and a half in. Like I think there's just at this point Dallas is a dumpster fire, and if I could get over on them while I can, you need to do it because they don't know what the hell they're doing. If we
Nah,
just
they
being
not a
honest.
dumpster fire, bro.
So if I can finesse their ass, you need to finesse them
Who
as
not-
soon as you possibly can.
They're not a dumpster
Point
fire.
blank.
You can see
No,
they have a
they're a
direction,
dumpster
bro.
fire. No,
You
they're a
can
dumpster
see,
fire.
they have a direction.
There is
It's a
no direction. If you're trying to dump one of your better players
moment.
already because he's been hurt, when you knew that when you made that trade for him in the first place when you had Luca, that's not a direction. That's
Okay,
just you doing some shit.
okay,
But
okay.
listen, I think a lot of people forget that not only did they trade away, feel however you want to feel about Luka Doncic. He's a top 3 player in the NBA. I don't, whatever order you believe that is, that's on you. But as it stands right now, he's a top 3 player in the NBA. He might be the league MVP at this point. With all that being said, the man, when they traded Luka, they traded him away after he was just in the finals 4 months ago. And now that you traded him away, you now want to move the very piece that you centered this pick around or that move around for the purpose of wanting to build a strong front court. And now that that's out the window, what is left? Kyrie Irving has not played a minute this season. He may not play anytime soon at the age he is right now. Cooper Flag is progressing, yes, but what else is there positive about the team? They literally built that team around Luka to build to his needs, his tendencies as a player, and now everyone there is literally just floating, trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing. This shit is bad because they have no direction. I don't know what
Yes.
you see it breeze. Like all due respect to you, my boy, but there isn't one. There just
So check it out. Okay, They brought in. I'm gonna tell you everything that I've seen so far from the Mavs. They brought in Cooper Flag. He was looked at as this generational prospect. I didn't see generational prospect. I just seen a damn good player. That's one. Two, they tried to put him in at the point guard. You remember?
That's Jason Kidd doing
No,
that
no,
shit.
no, no,
Same
no.
shit he
They
tried to
tried to
do with
put him in
Giannis.
at look. They tried to put him in at the point guard, right?
Okay, that's
It didn't work. They moved him back to a wing player. Now, when they put him in at the one, AD was supposed to be there to help. AD was supposed to be that rim running threat, that threat down in the post to help. It's not working. AD's not there. He's not durable. Derek Lively's not there. Daniel Gafford is hurt. The only thing that he has going for him right now is the Nemhard kid, Ryan Nemhard, I think that's his name.
yeah.
PJ Washington. Klay Thompson is out of there. He's too inconsistent. One game he gave 15, 1 minute he gave you 4. So all they have right now is PJ Washington, Cooper Flag, Nemhard, and what's the other guy? What's the other guy's name?
That's it. Everybody else you
Okay,
said
so
they
now
hurt.
look. So now you can take that piece because you said they traded for Luka. You don't see they had a direction. They traded Luka. They got the number 1 pick in a draft that they deemed a player generational. They got a generational player that they deemed for a generational player
Okay.
that didn't want to be there anymore. Luka was, for whatever it was, they said they didn't trust his conditioning, his whatever it was. He drink beer, he's lazy, whatever. They didn't want their culture built around that.
When did Lucas say he didn't want to be there? When did he say that?
No. They said they didn't want Luka there anymore.
Okay.
They didn't believe in his work ethic, whatever. He's a damn good player, but he's lazy. You can see, bro, he's lazy. It is what it is. They got their player. Cooper Flag is high motor. He can run. If they believe that can be the culture, they won. Because they got what they wanted, bro. Now you ship out AD, he can be valuable depending on what you get back for him. If you get shooters to put around Cooper Flag, when you put Cooper Flag in the post and you let him swing the ball around, whatever, you got value. You get rid of Klay Thompson for somebody who will want him. I don't know who will want him, but you get rid of all these pieces from the Luka era to build now for Cooper Flag. Like you said, this team is built for Luka, right? So you can take all that you got right there and you can ship it out, and now you start over fresh, bro.
So can I ask you a question?
Wait, Mike, man, let me say this. Because I was waiting for Breeze to say the direction. He never said any direction.
I just said it, bro. You're gonna clean house.
Everything you said was hypothetical. You're off of what they could.
No, bro.
They've done nothing to show they're doing any of that.
Bro, this is the first season.
To this point has shown that they're trying to move in a direction to make Cooper Flag some kind of point forward or a guy that could dish out from the post to passes. That there's nothing about the team that says that. They don't. Not a good for one. They're not a good shooting team at all. They're not good at shooting.
Exactly.
Or outside of them two, everyone else is shooting terribly from the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have guys that's around him that aren't even healthy enough for the next 3 years, I believe. I mean, how much longer y'all think Kyrie got realistically? What y'all think D'Angelo Russell got? Klay Thompson, we all sitting here saying he's done. You all just went on a 20, 15-minute rant saying AD is any given day he could get hurt. So what are we talking about? What is the direction?
This is why I agree with the move, bro. Shipping him out.
Yeah, but the problem is you made that move. There's no direction to making this move.
There isn't direction.
But look,
what are we looking at?
Because you made the move.
You never had this team healthy from the time you made that trade, right? So even when AD played 3 games when he first got there and then got hurt, Kyrie got hurt. So you've never had the pieces that you traded Luka away for on the court at the same time, ever. It's never happened. You're 2 months into a season, the first season where it could happen, even though we know Kyrie won't be back till like All-Star break, and you're already talking about trading AD. So you're going to trade AD. You can't trade Kyrie until somebody at least see him on the court first, even though he will probably have value. Some team will trade for him. Somebody will take a chance on him. So then you could trade Kyrie, but that won't be till February, March, or February, whenever the deadline is, February. So you're going to trade AD in December. You're going to trade Kyrie in February. When are you trading? Who's taking Klay if we all think he's done? Nobody. There is no direction. You fired Nico Harrison after you invited him to make a move that he made. At the end of the day, you're the owner of the team. He can't do shit without you signing off on it. You cut everybody's check, including his. So you made him the fucking scapegoat. He made the fucking Luka trade. Y'all didn't want to pay him because he was fat and out of shape. Cool. The nigga spent 4 months with LeBron and came back in shape. The best shape he's been in his fucking life. So clearly he wanted this about 1-2 and about the direction, or maybe what he saw or didn't see with them that he felt like he couldn't do or wasn't willing to make the effort to do that. He got in shape. He's in shape now, which is why he's probably the lead candidate for MVP, maybe behind Shea or whatever the case is, just because based on OKC's record or whatever the case is. So now you have Cooper Flag, who you try. Jason Kidd did that dumb shit he tried to do with Giannis a long time ago, trying to force the nigga to be a point guard because he's a unicorn and all that weird shit. It was dumbass idea. So you have a coach trying to force a player to do some shit he's never done. He's not a ball handler. So even
Yeah,
if AD was healthy, he was never going to be this pick and roll maestro with AD where he's lobbing dimes and shit. That's not his. That's not what he does. That's not his strength.
it's not. It's not.
It's not. So you drafted him one to be generational. Cool. He could be generational if you put him in the position he was in that made him be that type of prospect in the first place. You can't have him get to the league and then have him doing shit he ain't done in his whole fucking 18 years of hooping and shit in his life and then expect the motherfucker to be productive. That's dumb as hell. That's no different than when teams sign free agents in any sport and you get a player and then you start doing shit with that player they never did to be who they were when you signed them. You don't trade for a deep threat receiver and then run the ball 30 times a game and then talk shit about the fact that bro ain't putting up numbers. You're not giving them opportunities. Like you have to build a system unto itself that is sustainable. AD is a free-flowing piece when healthy that can adjust to anybody's game. They didn't think he could play with LeBron. He did it with no problem and won a championship. He was still an all-star caliber player, still an all-NBA type defender. He was not a worse player than he was in New Orleans when he got to LA playing alongside LeBron. They didn't think Luka and LeBron could play together. They play together just fine. They didn't think him, AR, and Reeves can play together. They all need the ball, but yet they all are playing without the ball at times throughout the game to make the shit work. It's not that complicated. The complicated part is you got an owner that don't know what the fuck he's doing, who just wanted to own a basketball team. Mark Cuban sold the majority of the shit, and then he started fucking it up right away. It's like you paint a motherfucker a picture. I made this art project for you. I give it to you, Breeze, and you take that shit over to the crib and start painting over the shit I just made for you. Damn, bro. I just gave it to you. He started tearing shit up as soon as he got there, and now it's a shit show, and he trying to hurry up and get rid of pieces and shit to make it look good. It's not gonna happen, bro. They cook.
So let me say this, bro. You said all that, right? You said we're gonna move on right after this. I know we are the topics, but you said the picks, everything that they traded Luca for, never manifested with the Mavericks, right?
Except Max Christie. And
The
that's the
main
only
the
person that's
main
healthy.
point of that trade was getting that number one overall pick. So we'll revisit this and see what happens the way Cooper Flag develops.
Yeah, at the end of the season, we can revisit this for
If
sure.
he turns into that 18, 7 rebound, 4 assist type of guy, then they did a damn good job. Because you was gonna let Luca walk for nothing.
I'm not gonna never let him walk. They was gonna either have to pay him or trade him in, but I'm not gonna
That's
do
the thing,
shit.
bro. They was hesitant about giving him the supermax because they said he was lazy, he was fat,
Right.
out of
So they
shape,
would have
everything.
traded him at the end of the year regardless.
That's
They would
why
have
they
never let
traded
him
him,
walk
bro.
for
So we
nothing.
gonna
But
revisit this. We gonna revisit this.
all right.
All right. So let's get off into speaking of Luca. Let's get off into There's been rumors and speculation saying Luca and LeBron are clashing, and they don't really much care for one another, whatever the case may be. Before I let y'all go, I'll say this. I just think it's bullshit. I'm not gonna lie, and the reason I say that is because they both have been on the record saying they both appreciate one another. They make life easier on each other. Luca has credited LeBron for a lot of his off-season routines and workouts that he has come into the season with, and that's on top of the fact that, bro, I heard Lou Williams say this the other night when I heard this news. He said, "Listen, I'm not asking these dudes to go out to the lounge to get us
Shut
smoke.
up. Properly.
I'm asking them to go out and win basketball games, and that's what they're doing. They're 17-7. They're the fourth seed right now, currently in the West, and they look like one of the better teams in the league. Period. So I don't know where this speculation came from, but hey, it is what it is. What's our thoughts on it though?
Man, when it comes to speculation like that, man, I don't personally see it. That's just my opinion. I don't really see it. I think the Lakers are in a good place. I think they just need a little more time to figure out all the roles and who is doing this and who is doing that. Again, me personally, like I said earlier, OKC, Lakers, then you can start doing whatever you want to do after that. And if I'm a Laker fan, like I'm cool. Anybody saying we got problems and all that, I don't see anybody walking out the door. I don't see anybody getting traded. Only thing I'm worried about is beating OKC. That's it. That's just my take on it.
That's it.
What you got, Mike?
Same thing, like I just said in the last segment. Like, bro, they playing off each other perfectly fine, bro. Like Luca be going off, Braun be cheering him on, celebrating. Braun going off, Luca cheering him on, celebrating. Reeves, same thing. Like they all are playing perfectly fine. And just like Gino said, I'm not even worried about that shit. I think it's bullshit. Like, cause we're watching the games. We clearly can see that they don't have a problem on the basketball court playing off each other. So whoever the report came from, whoever brought this shit up, they just trying they fishing at this point. Braun don't get no fuck. Braun is probably the most selfless superstar we've ever seen. And so I'm pretty sure based on the 23 years of basketball we watched this man play, he don't give a fuck about a teammate getting more shine or getting off or killing, and he ain't got to do it all. The nigga been carrying for 21 out of 23 years, maybe 21 and a half, because Luca went there to start last year, 22 and a half, whatever. I don't think the man cares that Luca is getting attention. Like, who gives a fuck? I'm trying to win, and it's always been about that. And so I wouldn't pay no mind to that shit. What we seeing on the court is evidence that that report is bullshit. So that's it.
All right, what you agree?
I'm not gonna lie. I probably think the main thing they probably clashing about is probably effort. Yeah, I see a lot of plays where the same thing just rears its ugly head. Luka, he doesn't care about defense, bro. He's a crafty, he can play passing lanes, whatever, bro. But actually sitting in the chair, stopping your man, bro. If you watch Laker games, you see Luka gets picked on, and he's gonna always get picked on. But damn, do something, bro. Do something, bro. You 6'9", you're a hefty guy, bro. Do something. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like De'Aaron Fox. I'm not saying he's an easy cover or anything, but goddamn, bro, like it was a
One of the
layup
fastest
line
players
last
in
night,
the league.
bro. But it was a layup line, bro. Everybody was just layup line last night, bro. Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Vassell, Keldon Johnson, bro. Everybody. Harrison Barnes was out there going crazy. He turned back the clock. We forget Harrison Barnes was drafted in what, like 2011?
Mhm.
Like, bro, like, come on, bro. We understand Luka can give you 35, 15, whatever, but goddamn, bro, like, come on, man. Do something. Do something, bro. Braun can't be the best defender at 41, 42 years old, bro. It's not gonna happen, bro. Put a
No,
little
but you
effort in,
got
Luka.
that's what you went and got Aiden for. That's what you got Jackson Hayes for. Them niggas
Nah,
was the
bro,
better
bro.
What you mean, no?
Ayton and Jackson Hayes is not gonna help Luka on the island.
That's
We're
why.
talking. You said a layup line. We're
On
talking.
the island, bro. On the island. Because, bro, if I call ISO on you and I have Jackson Hayes trying to guard somebody on the perimeter, it's either gonna be a 3 or a wide
That's
open layup.
not. That's not what we're talking about. You said layup line. That means they're going to the rim. So where's the help side?
Bro, if I call ISO, can y'all tell me what ISO means? What that means? Everybody spread the fuck out, right?
I understand that. You said layup line. I'm talking about what
So,
your
bro, if
words
I
were.
call ISO and everyone is spread out, it's a direct lane to the hoop. It's only me and you, just me and you, bro, face to face. Me and you. It's either I'm gonna give up this layup or it's gonna get kicked for a 3. And they not kicking for the 3 because they just blowing past Luka. And what Luka do every time? And just trot back up the court, bro. Every single time, bro. Every time.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this: his defense last night was not good.
Not good as a compliment, bro.
I would be the first to tell you that it was disgraceful. If I'm being honest. I mean, you probably get better defense out of a cone than what he did last night. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
Word
But
to Pat Bev. You niggas is cones out here,
but listen, though,
man.
I think for what it's worth, I think he has become a slightly better defender than what he was with the Dallas Mavericks. I just think he wasn't being held accountable. And I told y'all this coming. I told you this but when the season ended last season, Breeze. I said if he doesn't get in shape this year under LeBron James, who a guy who's been a pinnacle of health and just fitness of his craft in the sport, then I just don't know if it'll ever happen for him. But he came back. He lost some weight. He looks a little bit more explosive out of his a little more athleticism that he once came in the league with at one point. So I believe is getting better for him from that perspective. I think it's just a mentality thing for Luka at this point. I think it's not about the ability or not. I think it's just effort. And the effort, I think it will start to come in gradually. I'm not saying he's gonna become an all NBA defender. I don't think that at all. But I think he can give you something on that end because he is 6'9", 240. He's
Thank
a
you,
pretty
bro.
athletic guy. Like he's not a cone. He can move his feet. So he can give you something on that end. I believe that. But
Yeah.
let's move off into football, man. I want to speak on what we like a couple things that's pull up. But So let's talk about Jalen Hurts, man. We got to have this conversation about Jalen Hurts, man. And I want to say this before I let y'all go, man. I'm done listening. I'm done listening to the people who have tried to argue with me for months that Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback, that he's better than Lamar Jackson, that he's over Josh Allen, he's in the same conversation as Patrick Mahomes, he's second, third best quarterback in. I'm done with the conversation, gang. I never believed them.
Mhm.
I never bought into any of that foolishness, and I never wanted those people to even speak to me about ball because I just talking from a recency bias and winning perspective. They wasn't talking about what was actually going on the field. However, let me say this: right now, Jalen Hurts is proving that he was never should have ever been involved in those conversations, and he's showing that he may not even be a top 10 quarterback. And I hate to say that as a guy that's a Jalen Hurts fan. I love Jalen Hurts. When he came in with the Eagles. I told people Carson Wentz better count his days. You feel me? Like, hey, you know, he gonna lead the Eagles somewhere, get back to the playoffs, you know, pick back up with Carson Wentz left. But gang, people have catapulted him in the topics, conversations, debates that he has just simply not earned. He's never had a season where he threw for 25 more touchdowns. He's never threw for 4K in a season. And matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all some numbers. Right now, as it stands, this is his current standings in the league. He's 20th in QBR. He's 30th in success rate per play. That's under Bryce Young and Trevor Lawrence, two guys people said were bust. And that's and then on top of that,
God damn.
on top of that, right? The nigga is 0-7. The Eagles are 0-7 in their last 7 games that Jalen Hurts had to throw the ball 30 times or more. I'm sorry, gang. It's the conversation of him being top 5. I need that shit to cease altogether. He is never going to be that, especially at this rate. And he never was that. So the people that was trying to just talk me down and make me believe he was that at any point in his career it's astonishing to me. Because it's just like, what are we watching? Are we watching the same shit? Like, people took 2-3 games and just convinced themselves that he was just this much better than these other people. It don't make sense. Go ahead, Breeze. I know you got something to say.
Hey, go ahead, Gino. You can take this one, bro. Go ahead. I need to laugh, bro.
Yeah.
I need to laugh, man.
I'm gonna say this, man, because I think it's even bigger than Jalen Hurts. To be honest, I think. Look, with me and you done debated before, Tavares. Obviously, I value championships and rating players. However, we get to a point, bro, where a lot of fans automatically believe that once you win a championship, like you are stamped forever, and everybody else has to wait after you. Like, to me, that is the even bigger problem than Jalen Hurts. Is that a lot of fans will see a quarterback win a championship, even if he's an average quarterback, and then go, well, it must mean that he's great and he's excellent. And sometimes he's not. Look, I don't think Jared Goff win a championship, but if Jared Goff wins a championship tomorrow, Jared Goff is not an elite quarterback. And I'm not coming up here saying Jared Goff is an elite quarterback. I'm not putting Jared Goff above Allen, Burrow, Stafford, and all of that. But there's a lot of fans across a lot of sports is that the moment someone is goodish, wins a championship, they automatically say, well, that person is elite or that person is the best. So I think it's even more than Jalen Hurts. I think it's just fans in general when a quarterback or a superstar in basketball or somebody in baseball, Michigan with J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy only got drafted in the first round because Michigan won a championship. That's really it.
For sure. Yeah.
So it's really just fans when they see somebody win a championship, they feel like the quarterback got to get credit or the superstar got to get credit, and everybody just gets elevated to a level that, to be honest, if you wasn't already at that level, a championship really shouldn't just push you up. If you were elite before the championship, cool. All time, you was elite, got the ring, we're gonna put you up there. But if you were just very good, won a championship, I mean, you're still very good, and probably just in a very good situation, if not great.
But hold on, before I let you go, Breeze. Here's the thing, though, Gino. And let me address Dalton's comment. He said, "Listen, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Eagles fans, Hurts supporters, Hurts fandom, for whatever reason, they always want to backtrack and they want to deflect, gang. Like they want to just put everything else on everybody else. It can never be Jalen Hurts. It's Kevin Patula. It's the offensive line. It's AJ Brown being distracted. It's never Jalen Hurts. We can't never just come up here and say Jalen Hurts played a bad game. It kills me because it's like, bro, we watched the same game. We've seen this nigga have 5 turnovers in one game. We seen that shit live. But we'll sit here and we'll make every reason why we got to put something else on someone else just to make Jalen Hurts look better in a situation that he caused. It was a bad throw to AJ Brown over the middle. People say AJ Brown should have caught the ball. It's high over the middle, and he's about to get lit the fuck up like a Christmas tree by the safety. What do you think is going to happen? And then you got the last pass of the game he had that was an interception that Tony Jefferson caught. It was a bad read. He's trying to make a throw between 3 fucking defenders to 1 receiver in the area. What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Do that bitch to Yao Ming.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Tavares, a lot of this, especially for Eagle fans, he won a championship. And so now that they talked all that noise, they feel like we got to defend that noise until the end of time, in perpetuity, until we don't like him anymore. Like, that's really going on with a lot of Eagle fans and a lot of Jalen Hurts fans. Until they don't like him anymore, it's going to be everybody else's problem. It's going to be everybody else's fault. They can go to the playoffs right now, lose 10-9, and if a cornerback get beat, it's going to be that cornerback fault because we should have won 9-3. Like, that's where we're kind of at with people who just devout believe in Jalen Hurts. They just have to make it up in their mind. I don't like him anymore. Other than that, bro, we talking to a wall.
Eagles fans, let me tell y'all something, man. When y'all went out, y'all run, and y'all was balling, the team was perfect. Saquon was going crazy. The run game was so dominant that you had to sell out to stop the run. So that left AJ Brown and Smitty wide open. Now Saquon took a step back. The offensive line ain't all world like how it used to be. The defense can be had. Now what you need? You need your best player, your leader, to make plays. And he ain't about that. That ain't him. When the situation isn't perfect, he's not perfect. When the situation ain't great, he's not going to be great. When the situation is good, he's going to be all right. If Saquon ain't rushing for 120 and you got to factor in him, it's a problem. I hear people talking about Kevin Patula, the play calling. Let me tell you something. You limited. Jalen Hurts ain't Josh Allen. He ain't Lamar. He ain't Matt Stafford. He ain't Mahomes. He's not going to sit there and go crazy and go insane slinging the ball around the field. He's not. So that limits you as a play caller. Like people, like Dalton just said, Jalen Hurts is better than Tua. Same thing in Miami. Mike McDaniel right now is looking like an idiot because Tua can't do anything other than throw screens. If he has somebody that can actually push that ball, Mike McDaniels might look like a revolutionary because he's a genius. I'm not gonna lie, he's a genius. He done schemed up some stuff I've never seen before in football. He's just limited at the quarterback position. You guys are limited. Your playmakers, Smitty, AJ, Dallas Goedert, they're not gonna be able to shine right now because everything is just not going well, bro. Y'all a well-oiled machine when it's perfect. Now that it's not perfect, it's some shit. Honestly. Like Josh Allen, he cover up all the deficiency for the Bills. The defense could be ass and give up 30. Josh Allen could go help put up 35. Joe Burrow, his defense sucked. They give up 40. At least he could put up 39 or 38 points. Jalen Hurts just showed you. If the defense could hold a team to 20, he's not going to give y'all 15 or 16. Y'all need some help, bro. And this coming from a Colts fan, I'm sorry, bro. My team, we in the mud right now, but it warms my heart for everybody to finally see what we've been telling y'all, bro. Jalen Hurts is ass. He's Justin Fields with Bible quote. That's it. That's pretty much all it is. I don't want to hear nothing about no Jalen Hurts because he won the MVP. He's better than Mahomes. He's better than Allen. He's better than Stafford. He's better than this. He's not. He's not. Cam told y'all clown Cam talking about Jalen Hurts would have jumped on that fumble. Jalen Hurts ain't even. I don't even see Jalen Hurts running anymore. I don't know what's going on. Is no more design runs for him? Like he's not. Is he injured or something? Is he hurt? Is he?
Man,
Somebody let me know something, bro, because he's not running anymore. I remember he'll have like 7-8 carries a game, and he can throw for 150 and then break for like 60, 70 yards, and you win the game like that. That's when Hurts was looking good. Now y'all got the man trying to be a drop back quarterback, trying to have him throw 30 times a game, and you lose every time he throw over 30 times a game. I don't know. Eagles, Jalen Hurts ass. That's it. He's ass. And I'm glad we finally got to this point because he sucks.
All right, what you got, Mike? If you guess.
All right, we gonna take this back to the genesis of this shit when all of this Jalen Hurts bullshit started, right? It all started with that Super Bowl run when he quote unquote supposedly outplayed Mahomes in the first Super Bowl. But the part of that Super Bowl, everybody in it they always blame it on Bradbury at the end with the holding and all of that, the PI, right? But the part that we always glance over, or people always glossed over, is the fact that in that same game, with him playing the way he was playing, he also cost them 7 points with that dumbass fumble 6 that Nick Bolton scooped and scored on. That play don't happen, they still win the game. So people never mention that play, never bring it up. Then they follow it up with the following year. They get to the playoffs. Baker smack them around, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, they go home. They come back last year, they get Saquon, they all world walk the bam great. Buddy is the simple fact that Buddy need to get off the squat rack, get off the bench press, and get his ass. He need to call Peyton Manning or whoever he can get on the horn with, and get some QB acumen about it. So, bro, the strongest motherfucker on the team, he lift the most on the team. Him and Saquon be in the mirror together, taking leg photos and some more shit, and he can't complete passes, bro. He threw the ball 40 times against the Chargers, bro. Only motherfucker we know on the Chargers defense, bro, is Khalil Mack and Derwin James. We don't know a single one of them other niggas, bro. Justin Herbert had surgery on his fucking hand a week ago. Bro was high during the game. If you watch that game and watch him on the sideline, my boy was off oxycodone for sure. It was super. You could see it. He was floating the whole game. And he played better than you with one hand. Turnovers, you fumbled twice on the same play. And that particular play, that's the cherry on top of everything we've been trying to get niggas to see. Jalen Hurts is not trash by any stretch of the imagination. He's not ass. But he's not good like people like to make him. And just like Gino said, a championship doesn't take your individual status as a player, your individual skills, and just automatically make you all world. He's clutch because he showed up in the playoffs. We can give him that title because we've seen that. But to say he's elite is two different things. And I think people assume because you clutch, that automatically make you elite. If you're ass all year and you only play good during the playoffs, you can't be elite. Burrow, Allen, Lamar are elite. This shit is all year. The biggest knock on Joe, it really ain't no knock on Joe for real. Joe do his shit. He was the only nigga out of that group to beat Mahomes anyway. Allen, can you beat Mahomes? And now that nigga not gonna be in the playoffs this year. So one of them three, maybe, or not Lamar, I don't know. Josh probably got the best chance out of the three of them for sure to get to the chip or whatever the case is, assuming New England is too young and they, rear their youthful head. But at this point, the Eagles might not win the division. If they do win the division, they're going home in the first round. I don't care who they play in the wild card. If they end up the 3 seed or the 4 seed and they got to play Seattle, I'll pick Seattle. If they play the Niners right now, all home or aside, I'll pick the fucking 49ers because they're more cohesive and they're more direct. There's an identity with the team. They have no identity. And bro just be running around looking silly as hell. He had these 2 or 3 games a year where he throw for 400, then he sit at the podium with the Kangol on, like Nino Brown talking shit. Oh, this is what y'all wanted to see and all that goofy shit. And then we forget about the other 16 games we was ass and cheeks, bro. We not doing it no more. But he need the same criticism we give every other superstar quarterback that get cooked. He's not above reproach. He is not above criticism. And it's time they stop doing that. Bro came in on some substitute teacher shit, took over the team, never gave the starting job back. That was cute. And Eagle fans fell for that dumb shit because they thought it was going to be the same thing. They forget y'all won that Super Bowl with Nick Foles and then gave him, and he was ass after that. So much so he went to the Bears. They paid him 5 years, $90 million, and they paid him to leave. Jalen Hurts came in, came to the Colts too. Jalen Hurts took the job over. Nigga got hurt, took the job over.
He was great in the playoff run. Came back the following year. It was like 8-0, whatever the case is. They fell apart at the end of the year. Baker put belt to ass. And then all because he comes back the next year and they win the Super Bowl, we forget about the totality of the body of work. He played good that one year to get that contract. That first year, that $250 million extension he got, he was sorry as shit. The second year was last year. Shit this year. That nigga is up and down. He's never been a model of consistency. We've never seen it. Shit, he got benched in college for the same reason.
Yeah.
You lost your job to Tua. We know Tua can't throw a paper clip over a piece of notebook paper. Like, come on. So we've been seeing this shit since he was 19, 20 years old. And then ignore it and go for it. Well, he won the Super Bowl. He's Super Bowl MVP. He played fantastic during them Super Bowl runs. Absolutely. But the nigga also was the reason y'all lost one of them Super Bowls. Otherwise, you could have had two.
Man, well, let me
25 maybe. And that's where he at right now with the way he playing.
Well, let me say this to close out this segment, man, because I think a lot of people, and no, I don't want to rag on Hurts too much, man, but let me not say it. I despise when people bring people in conversations that they have not earned. He just simply has not earned that. He hasn't earned the right to be in the top 5 conversation. He has not earned that right to be in the likes and the tiers of Lamar's, Allen, Burrow, Mahomes, Stafford, Herbert. Because I knew people for the longest was taking him over Herbert too. I have no idea why. But the thing is, gang, we're talking about a guy, bro, that man, even when we talk about the playoff runs, the Super Bowl runs, bro, he did not play well in a lot of those Super Bowls. I mean, the playoff games. He didn't play well in some of those playoff games. He didn't play well last year against the Rams. He didn't play well against the Niners. He didn't play well against the who else they played? Like, I can't remember right now, man. It's a lot of games that are forgettable performances that these Super Bowl runs and these Super Bowl appearances, gang. Like, I think a lot of people gloss over the fact that up until the Super Bowl itself, throughout the entirety of the season, not just the playoffs, but throughout every 16, 17 games he's played every season, more often than not, Jalen Hurts has been an at best average quarterback. He has not been, like Gino was saying earlier, dudes can be really good and, they win a Super Bowl, now they made elite. The thing is, he hasn't been really good consistently. He's been okay for a majority of his career. That's who he's been. And these last 2 years, he's been terrible. The last 2 years, he's been bad. And for whatever reason, people do not want to admit that. I have no idea why people can't just not say he has to be better. I have no idea why people can't say that. I don't know if it's because people just, the aura about him, the quotes, like Breeze was talking about it, I don't know. But it's not been good, bro. He's not been good. And the numbers show it. The numbers in the film literally show it. Troy Aikman from 2 miles up in the booth can see him clearly missing guys wide open. But people get on pods, TikToks, whatever, and tell you Kevin Patolo the problem. How? He can't go and throw the ball for the nigga. The play is there to be made. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand, man.
Told you they limited, bro. Like, that's why I said the same thing with Tua and McDaniel. McDaniel's is limited right now. I guarantee you, bro, if you let's just say hypothetically, you give Josh Allen McDaniels as a coordinator with James Cook and everything. Matter of fact, you just put Josh Allen on the Dolphins right now. Well, how you think y'all look, T?
McDaniels hot garbage, bro. Josh Allen make
as a coordinator, bro.
Josh Allen make any head coach look good. He makes
as a coordinator. I'm talking about as a coordinator, as a play caller, as a design of mind, bro. Like
yeah, he could be a good design. I
ain't talking about being a coach. I'm just talking about as a mind, bro. Because they got McDaniel looking like he just a one-trick pony. Like he just got like a million screens set up.
Hey man, listen, we're gonna move on into the next topic, man. Because we ain't gonna start with them niggas. I ain't about to talk about them niggas.
But Mike was tripping talking about Seattle. I don't know, boy. I don't trust Seattle in the playoffs. Sam Darnold.
We're gonna talk about Cam Newton and his comments on Phillip Rivers going to the Colts. And I want to speak on the entirety of the situation. Cam Newton was on his podcast alluding to the fact that he believes he can still, if 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, who hasn't played a snap since 2020, can come back essentially he felt that he should be getting the call and he should be getting called up for an opportunity if it won't present itself. And funny thing is, I also seen Robert Griffin III say this as well today. And thing is, I know Breeze is the coach guy, man. So what is your thoughts, Breeze, on the situation?
I ain't gonna rag too much on Cam. Cam, my boy. But let's just be honest here, man. I get it from a physical standpoint. Phillip Rivers been sitting on the couch 5 years, got grandkids, probably got the dad bod, the stomach, and everything, right? But Phillip Rivers has been coaching high school football for the past 5 years. And the scheme that he's running is the exact same scheme that Shane Steichen is running in Indy right now. So from a mind standpoint, he knows the system. It's not a come in there, okay, I have to dumb down the system for you to go in there and dink and dunk or one trick pony the thing. You know the verbiage, you know the scheme, you know the play call, you know where everything's supposed to be, and you've been here before. That's the thing. We're literally just putting a Band-Aid on the wound right now. We're not trying to go for surgery, which is a long-term fix. We're literally just putting a bandage on the wound right now. The last time Cam had to learn on the fly was his first year in New England. Y'all remember that year?
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me what Cam looked like that year.
It was bad. It was awful.
It was terrible. So, Cam, I don't want to bring you in for you to have to learn a new system because he blamed it on that. He said, I didn't have time to learn the system. You blamed the tenure in New England, the failure. You blamed it on not having enough time to learn the system. So if you come in and you fail, what's going to be the reason now? Come on, Cam. It's all right, man. RG3, go get your CDLs. You done, bro. Don't even try to come back, bro. Phillip Rivers, if you got to throw screens, 100 screens just to make something happen, just get the ball to the playmakers in space. That's it. Get Michael Pittman Jr. the ball. Get Jonathan Taylor in space. Feed Tyler Warren. I don't want you to go out there and be Chargers Phillip Rivers, bro. Just manage because you know the game. You know the scheme, bro. That's it. That's all I'm asking for, man. I just don't want to get beat by 70 by the Seahawks, bro.
You got Breeze. I mean, not Breeze. Gino, my bad.
I'll say this. Number one, Cam wasn't going to Indiana anyway. Like, when I just look at the situation, I'm gonna be honest with you, Tavares. I mean, at this point, no matter who Indiana got, season was really over. I can see from Indiana perspective, it's like we just gonna reach out to somebody from the past. If it wasn't Phillip Rivers, maybe we try to see if we can get Matt Ryan off of this. I mean, the season is over, and most likely they just said, let's just grab somebody who we know can come in and help. That's really it. And even in the event, what's going on with Anthony Richardson? Brizo is
orbital fracture. He's done. Kamikaze. He's finished. He that's his last snap in Indy. Get him out of here.
Okay, so take that next part. I was gonna say if he could have came back,
finish done.
Okay, so he not. So I mean, so they really don't have a choice at this point. Not a lot of great quarterbacks. Get somebody As far as Cam in general, I feel as if not only Brizo, what you said about him not learning the playbook on the fly. I do feel like there are a lot of teams who just have made it up in their mind they don't want to deal with his personality. When he brought up that part, I did kind of agree with him. Now, we can say if that's self-inflicted, if teams is right or wrong, that's a different debate. But I did agree with him on that part when he said there are a lot of people who are not going to give him a call because they've already made it up in their mind. He can't help them long term because he gonna get in their way. And I do agree with Cam to a degree where if he feel as if I don't have to make it known because other people don't want to make it known, that's perfectly all right. Like if you don't want to come out and say, like he said, Phillip didn't have to tell them to come get him. They just came and got him. And if he personally feels like that's his mentality, that's his mentality. That's between him and the people that ultimately want him. If nobody wants him, I mean, it is what it is at that point. But I do agree with him on that part where I think a lot of teams just made it up in their mind. They got an idea of him and they don't want to let it go. And at this point, I really don't think right, wrong, or indifferent, Cam will ever get another shot because the only team that could give him another shot, you think, would be Carolina at some point to kind of bring him in as a backup or something like that. That ain't even gonna happen. So if your home team ain't gonna do it for you, it's just gonna be a tough road, man, for bro to ever get back. Like it's gonna have to be somebody who really, really like Cam personally, because it's personal at this point to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Who the fuck gonna sign RG3? Who's gonna sign him?
Nobody signed RG3, bro. Come on.
Man, I'm just telling you what he said, man. But you got
RG3 to the Lions?
Who?
RG3 to Detroit?
Nah, come on.
what you got.
First of all, that nigga name is Robert. He ain't been RG3 since 2013. That's Robert. So let's get that going. Secondly, picking Phillip Rivers over Cam is some dumb shit to do, bro. I'm sorry. And I get all that. He didn't have to play, but he planned it on the playbook and all that shit. But you ended your whole shit by saying, even if Phillip Rivers got to throw 100 screens, you telling me Cam can't throw 100 fucking screens in a game? We're talking 44 versus 36. We're talking in shape versus ain't lifted shit but a six pack in 6 years. Like at the end of the day, bro, if we just looking at it just on base value of ability, it's obviously Cam is better and more able than Phillip Rivers would be at this point in time. Like he said, I never was able to move, blah, blah, blah. Cam can still move. Cam can still get the fuck up out of jam. He might not be Superman, but he might be crypto. Shit, he could be the dog. He's better than, I'm just like, it's still better than what Phillip Rivers gives you. I get the whole, I know the offense and all of that shit, but we all know for a fact that most NFL play calls are universal. Like the terminology may be a little different, but overall the meanings have the same thing. The route trees are the same. The concepts are at base value, if nothing else, similar. Not learning New England's offense is not a knock on Cam. That is one of the most complex offenses we've ever seen. Josh McDaniels is like a mad scientist with that OC shit. We all know that. Tom's talked about it. Everybody that's played in that system has talked about how difficult it is. Shit, they traded for Chad Johnson and he couldn't fucking figure it out.
Yeah,
so it's like it's not just Cam, bro. Like that offense ain't no shit. You wake up on a Tuesday and learn by a Thursday for a Sunday fucking game. It just don't work like that. So I wouldn't even use New England as a real basis for what he can and can't conceptualize. Cam's not dumb. He's a smart, intelligent person. And so I think he would have gave y'all a better chance. And like you said, it's just a Band-Aid, right? So why not get you a Superman-sized Band-Aid instead of the Michelin Man Band-Aid?
Like, you sound like you stuck in 2015, bro.
I'm stuck in 2015, bro. Look who you talking to.
You sound like you stuck in 2015,
no,
bro.
I'm talking about right now, bro. We're talking about right now, bro.
Because, bro, even though the offense isn't as complex as New England's, it's just still in theory, bro. You're going up. You're not going up against the Tennessee Titans. The Seahawks has one of the best defenses in the league. Can we all agree?
Yeah.
Right. So you want to stationary target against that?
So bro, when you go out there, you're not going out there to just, okay, I'm playing against straight Division III talent. I'm playing against straight garbage. No, you're playing against an elite defense. You're playing in an offense that requires you to think, Cam. I'm not saying Cam is dumb. It's not a knock on saying someone can't learn the offense because he's a genius. You're right. He's a genius. He got to the league.
We don't know that he can't learn the offense. You're making the assumption he can't learn it based on the fact
I'm not making the assumption. I'm going off what
you're using the fact that he didn't learn New England's offense to say that he can't learn your offense. That's not the same shit,
I'm going off what happened, bro. I guarantee you right now, bro.
You just repeated what I said. You're using the fact that he couldn't pick up New England shit to say he basically ain't gonna be able to pick up y'all shit. That's not the same,
bro. I guarantee you right now. All right. So if you want to look at it like that, bro, what's the percentage of balance it out? A quarterback is how much is mental, how much is physical?
Shit, I don't know. Hell, as long as you know what the fuck you're doing, you gotta know the concepts. Like I said, the base concepts.
I will go 75-25, right?
Okay.
Because I done seen granddads that's terrible be able to run the offense. I'm not saying Phillip Rivers is going to go out there and be Joe Montana. I ain't saying he's going to be prime Peyton Manning. I ain't saying none of that.
But going to be just average, right?
If you're going out there and you're trying to put the best product out there to somewhat look decent, bro, Cam can go out there and run. He can go. Nobody's saying he can't run. Nobody's saying he can't go truck somebody and do Superman shit, bro. No one's saying that. But from a schematic standpoint, bro, he's going out there to lead a team. He's going to have to go up there to the huddle, reload, kill, run this, screen. So, he has to go out there and lead men, bro. He's not going out there. He's not going out there singularly. He's not a running back. He's a
We
quarterback.
get that. Nobody's saying that, bro. But my point to you is after a quarter of playing with Phillip Rivers' ass and realizing that they can't even jog to the huddle without being winded, you think the offense gonna feel encouraged by that shit? For instance, somebody that they is still relatively appeared based
I
on
guess
age, stature, and ability. You
I
don't think
guess
that
we're
would be better?
valuing. I guess we're valuing two different things because
We're
I
talking
think
about
we're
the ability
traumatized.
to lead the team.
I think we're
Right?
traumatized because the last time we put stock in athleticism, what do? We drafted Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, that's your GM fault. That's a Chris Ballard issue.
No, that's
No,
Man, look,
It is. He made the damn pick. What you mean,
I-
no?
So
Y'all can say whatever y'all want about AR. I will stand by this point to the day I die, nigga. Colts
It
failed.
might be today fucking with him. Don't do that.
Y'all can feel
Let him go, bro. It's okay. Let him go.
however y'all want to feel about that. The Colts failed Anthony Richardson.
Hey,
That's fine. He
Mike,
failed their
hey,
ass right
Mike,
back. They failed
hey,
each
Mike,
other.
But
hey, Mike, you tell me, hey,
Hey,
all right, T, you
this is all
tell
I'm
me,
gonna say, right? I'm
I
gonna just
do-
say this, and I'm gonna let you have it, right?
Mhm.
The same thing. Old heads say this shit all the time. The mind is willing, but the body is weak, and that's what the fuck you got with Phillip Rivers.
that sounds good.
Let
That
me
sounds
ask you. Let
good.
me ask you this, Mike. How far do you think the Colts go with Cam Newton?
I think they go further than they do with Phillip Rivers. Shit, they could win 3 out of their last 4 or 5 games with Cam, in my opinion. With Phil, they might win 1.
Okay. I'm gonna say this, Mike. I feel as if once you start get to quarterback 4, quarterback 5, damn near 6, like I really feel like, man, these organizations are making personal decisions. I think
Yeah, for sure.
these organizations already say none of y'all are good enough to really take us anywhere. So I'd rather deal with somebody who I personally like. We can
I
be
agree.
right, wrong, and different. That's why I agree with Cam when Cam says it's personal. Because not saying schematics don't matter, Breezo. I just feel like Indiana is schematics, and I just personally like Phillip Rivers, and I don't personally know Cam Newton, so there's no reason for us to even bring him in this building. You know, so that's how I kind of look at it. Bro.
I agree with that 1,000%, Jito. And the reason I want to add on to that, and that's the reason why I believe Cam Newton was not called by the coach. Because if you're looking at it just eye test in terms of ability, skill at this point, hey, Phillip Rivers has not thrown a football 25 yards probably in the 6 years game. Let's be so dead ass.
No, he's throwing the high schoolers.
They brought him in.
He's throwing the high schoolers.
Exactly, bro. We're talking about NFL grown men coming at you running 4.4s, 275 plus. Like let's be so dead ass, Breeze. Like anyway though, we're talking about a guy who has not played in any kind of conditions in terms of NFL standards in over 6 years, and he's on the wrong side of 40. He's in his mid 40s. He has not been working out. He's not in shape. He said this in his own interview. So at the end of the day, if you're looking at it from the just not the X's, even the X's and O's, like everything points to and is indicative of Cam Newton being the better option. Everything that Gino said, though, is why Cam Newton didn't get a call than Phillip Rivers did. It's because they know Phillip Rivers. They like Phillip Rivers. They know he's the ultimate, quote-unquote, professional, whatever the case may be. He's familiar with the people in the building. You know, he's familiar with the playbook for whatever that's worth. That doesn't mean he's the better option because he knows the playbook. It just means that for what they have now, they know the season is probably vetoed. They know it's at this point. We might as well bring in someone who can at least still possibly sell some tickets and possibly win a game or two here and there. Who knows? That's what they brought him in for.
And I'm gonna say this too. As far as you know, I don't like Anthony Richardson, but I'm gonna give you this. Also, Breezo, and I think you already feel the same way too. I also don't think Indiana like Anthony Richardson at this point because it would have been an opportunity to bring in somebody who has kind of the same archetype with Anthony Richardson if they really wanted to keep him. So just even thinking about Anthony Richardson and how you said it's probably over, Breezo. I was Anthony Richardson. I would also take that as a sign of it being over, because if there was one quarterback that you could bring in to mentor me real quick that people compared me to, obviously you can't bring Josh Allen here, but you could have brought Cam Newton here. So just even thinking about Anthony Richardson, to me, that's also a sign that y'all don't really like me, because that was probably the only person who could even relate to my ability, whether we feel like he can be Cam Newton or not. So to me, it's all about who they like at the end of the day. I'm not tripping. Cam just gonna have to find somebody that like him at this point.
Cause look, bro. Let me end it with this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The injuries, I can deal with the injuries. Niggas get hurt every day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Him shooting himself in the face with an elastic band, I don't know how that happens. It happens. But look, Gino, your division, the Packers, your biggest rival in your division, right?
Mm-hmm.
T, the Patriots, your biggest rival in your division, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will, the 49ers, I say the Rams, your biggest rival, right?
Yep.
Let's just say, game on the line, game-winning drive. Your quarterback lead the team down the field with your division rival. You want a game-winning drive, and your starting quarterback does this, T. I'm tired. Take me out. Put in Joe Flacco. How would y'all feel, bro?
I mean, y'all, again, you know, I'm not,
No, Gino, how would you feel? Your quarterback do it, not AR. How would you feel your quarterback do it?
oh, golf would have to win a Super Bowl at that point in my eyes.
T, how would you feel Tua would do it?
I mean, I feel the same way I feel about him now. So
I'm just saying, bro. When AR went and pulled that, bro, he led us down the field against the Texans, bro. He go, I'm tired. Take me out. And he goes to the podium and say, man, I was tired. I was tired.
Yeah.
That's it. It was over, bro. That's it. Him just shooting himself in the face just sped up the process. He gone, bro.
Yes, it's for sure a maturity thing. He definitely could have been more professional of his sport and his craft. But like I said, AR conversation, hey, I'm gonna agree to disagree with y'all on that one, because I do feel Coach failed. But hey, we're gonna move to the last topic. So we got a king of the hill, man. We got offensive trios all time. You feel me? Some names on the list, man. So offensive trios we're gonna run with today is gonna be quarterbacks, running backs, and receivers. So you feel me? So first two matchups I'm gonna hit y'all with, man. I got Shaun Alexander, Russell Wilson, Steve Largent, and we got Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and Ahman Green. Who we going with?
As soon as I heard
Wait, say it again. You said Rodgers and what happened?
We got Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Ahman Green against Shaun Alexander, Russell Wilson, and Steve Largent.
Yeah, I'm giving the Packers 2 out of 3. I'm taking the Packers.
Green Bay, bro.
Yeah.
Green Bay.
All right. So next matchup up, we got Josh Allen, we got O.J. Simpson, and we got Stevie Johnson.
Stevie who?
Stevie Johnson. Versus who?
Versus Rodgers, Adams, and Green.
Say it again.
Man, Stevie Johnson messed it up for me, man.
Do we though? You still got Josh and OJ.
Josh
Allen.
OJ.
They couldn't even get Diaz. They got Stevie Johnson. Hey.
You got Josh and OJ though, bro.
Yeah, they got OJ.
Josh and OJ.
So I guess it comes down if you feel like Stevie is better than Ahman Green.
Yeah.
You gonna go Stevie?
Yeah.
I'm still going Packers. Breeze
I gotta go Green Bay, bro.
All
right.
I just think Aaron to Devontae is just like will be so much crazier than Josh to Stevie.
I get it.
Okay. So next one up. So the Packers trio move on. So next we got Drew Brees, we got Alvin Kamara, and we got Michael Thomas.
Packers.
Everybody, just so we
Chill
know.
out.
Yeah,
Chill out.
I'm going to separate Breeze. I'm going Saints.
I'm going Packers.
Thank you.
Bro.
I'm going Saints.
I'm going Packers, bro.
I feel like Alvin Kamara.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going Packers.
Going Saints.
T, I guess you tiebreaker, bro.
He ain't the tiebreaker. That's 2 out of 3. You cook.
Exactly, bro. That's 2. 1. T, who you rolling with?
T don't vote, nigga. That's just like y'all just outvoted me.
They outvoted you, bro.
All right, T. Just for future reference, who you would pick?
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'll take the Packers. I ain't gonna lie.
That's all I need to hear. My nigga T.
I'm a Rodgers guy though, bro. So I might.
Y'all could both be wrong. That don't make it better, nigga.
My
Go
nigga,
ahead. Next trio.
I ain't gonna lie. It's a little biased, bro, because I'm a Rodgers.
Exactly. At least he admitted he biased. Shit.
my
Next
nigga T.
trio.
I ain't biased.
He just said he is Rodgers guy.
I'm just saying, you already know when I'll be biased. I'm just waiting for him to drop that big 3.
All right, go ahead. Next
already
one.
know what I'm waiting for. You already know what I'm waiting for.
Next trio, man.
So after them, so the Saints trio move on. Next trio, I got Dan Marino, I got Tyreek Hill, and I got Ricky Williams.
Dan Cole, I ain't gonna lie. He ain't never win with Dan
bro.
Cole, bro. Reek better than Michael Thomas. I'm gonna go Dallas on the slide. I mean, not Dallas, my bad. Dolphins on a slight lean. Dolphins on a slight lean.
Like,
Look at T. T looking like, damn, boy, I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm proud
Hey,
of
look
y'all.
at him. He a proud papa right now, boy. Happy.
Hey, I had to. Hey, y'all
I'm gonna go Dolphins, bro.
Ricky did have that 1,800 year with Miami.
That was good. But yeah. But so next one I got for y'all, man. We got Tom Brady. We got Wes Welker, and we got LeGarrette
Tom
Blount.
Brady, bro.
Nah, you said Tom Brady, Wes Welker, and LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's Tom Brady, bro.
I know it's Tom. All due respect to
What
Tom.
did Tom turn West into, though? You gotta think about it like that.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna go. It's one time I'm gonna go Miami over New England, bro. Cause I ain't LeGarrette Blount versus Miami, Ricky Williams.
Okay.
Reek versus West.
What's the top?
Breezo got
I
to
gotta
break.
go Dolphins, man.
I
Dolphins.
said the Patriots, but I'm outvoted.
All right. Okay. So Dolphins move on. You feel me? So next matchup we got, I got Brett Favre, Randy Moss, and Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, Brett and Randy. Yeah, we taking that game. I'm sorry. We
Look,
taking
it hurt
Brett
you
and
no
Randy,
hard. It
bro.
hurt you no hard. Hey, I'm going Vikings,
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Apologies to the
Vikings.
people of Mississippi, bro. We taking Brett Favre and
Randy
Randy.
Moss. Yeah.
You taking Brett and Randy, bro.
Yeah.
So
We
the
got you, bro.
Vikings trio move on, man. So hey, last trio we got, man. We got Peyton Manning.
Shut it down. It's over. It's over. Shut it
Look at
down.
this nigga,
It's
man.
over.
I hope you name T.Y. Hilton or some shit.
over.
Shut up.
It's over, man. Hey, I had to grab the blanket real quick. It's over, man. Shut it down. It's over. I know what it is, man. It's over.
Can we
Shut
hear
it
the
down.
names, nigga?
Yeah. Nigga,
We still might vote against your ass.
Nigga, he can say Peyton Manning, me and you. It's over.
It's not over.
It's over.
Let him talk.
Look, man. So it's Peyton. You got Marvin Harrison. You got Edgerrin James, bro.
All right, man. Yeah, man. Get a nigga his way this time, man.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
Only because of them other two.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
All right, so King of the Hill is Peyton, the Colts trio, man. So
this is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue.
All right. Anyway, we got it.
Man, that'll be the show tonight, man. I appreciate those who tuned in tonight, man. We got a pretty decent show on tonight. 10 plus at 1.8. So y'all, if y'all not doing so already, if you're tuning in still, be sure to hit like, subscribe. We are still currently live. And remember, I'm on all platforms of this. So before we head out, was anything?
I'm straight.
Love y'all, man. POP, hold it down.
This man.
Y'all pray
Nothing,
for my
man.
Colts. Phillip
Niggas
Rivers going for 400 this Sunday.
All right, man. R.I.P. to the Coast, man. Niners to the bowl. Happy birthday to my daughter. And we niggas at football practice. I'll holler at y'all boys later, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah.